welcome to Last Girl Therapy. Let's talk about what happens when you start meditating. So I had a conversation with a client and she asked me a very good question. She was like, do you ever get to the point in meditation where you actually are no longer like anxious and you are no longer overthinking things? And I had to think about that for a second because I was like I've been meditating long enough that I actually can't remember how long it took me to like get there. But I can tell you what I do remember, which is the entire first 3 months that I meditated, I hated every single minute of it because it triggered a deep sense of anxiety and shame within me. Like the entire time that I was meditating, I literally was just thinking about every time that I had done something or said something that like stirred up a sense of like insecurity or anxiety within me. And I was so wildly uncomfortable about that. And then what began to happen is I brought in journaling for a very specific reason, not because I enjoyed journaling. I was not a journaler by any means, but I brought it in because I needed to get the words out. I needed to get all of those like kind of like, oh my God, I hate that one moment from like 2013. I've like never healed from it. I needed to get it out onto a page. And the moment that I started comboing journaling and meditating together, what happened was everything that would pop up, I would be like, okay, just write it down. Like, just like write down that random thought that occurred in that one time and like plop it onto a page. And for me, my mind and my soul like exhaled in relief. They kind of were just like, oof, okay, she's listening. And that's really all that needs to occur. If you're struggling with meditation or you're struggling with sitting with yourself, part of it is challenging because it means that we're dedicating time and energy to listening to ourselves, which is not something that we typically do. So if you have methods that allow you to sit with yourself, for me, it was I would wake up in the morning, meditate, journal, go about my day. But that can also mean taking a walk and not wearing headphones and just like feeling your inner thoughts. The first 3 months of it are, a torrential downpour of like every single possible thing that is coming up within you. But once you get past that initial kind of space of breaking down the dam that has been holding back everything that you've ever wanted to process, things start flowing. And oddly, there is that sense of calm that comes up. And the client actually asked me, she was like, do you now meditate out of the fear of like feeling anxious again? And that's also a really good question. I don't meditate out of the fear of it. I meditate to prevent the sense of overwhelm that comes from when I don't, because I feel so dysregulated when I don't meditate and when I don't tune in with myself that I literally can feel myself accumulating stimuli and emotions and thoughts that I'm not actually processing in real time because my mind and my body are out of sync. And so I meditate to maintain the connection between my mind and body. It's not out of the fear that I'm going to sink back into a state of like super high anxiety. It's to maintain the sense of calm that I've cultivated by processing the things that occur to me and around me in real time every single day.